So what is Helldivers 2? In this video we'll look at all the different features of Helldivers 2 and how it's different than the original Helldivers. Hey guys, this is Chris with B&B Gaming. Welcome back and I hope you're doing amazing today. If this is your first time here and you want more Helldivers content, hit that subscribe button. Now to start out with guys, what exactly is Helldivers 2? Its Steam description says, Helldivers 2 is a third-person squad-based shooter that sees the elite forces of the Helldivers battling to win an intergalactic struggle to rid the galaxy of the rising alien threats. From a third-person perspective, players use a variety of weapons, pistols, machine guns, flamethrowers, and stratagems, turrets, airstrikes, etc. to shoot and kill the alien threats. Players can also aim down sights for a more accurate first-person camera view. Combat is accompanied by frequent sprays of blood and dismemberment as players exterminate the alien forces or squad mates are hit by environmental explosions or friendly fire. Enemy encampments and battlefield environments depict bloodstains and dismemberment corpses. And as you can imagine, Helldivers 2 is rated M for mature. As far as how Helldivers 2 is different than Helldivers 1, in the PlayStation blog post it says, Helldivers 2 is a third-person squad-based shooter developed by Arrowhead Game Studios, so the original developers of Helldivers 1. Now unlike the original Helldivers, which was a top-down shooter, Helldivers 2 is presented from a third-person perspective. So basically they took all the content from Helldivers 1 and of course added in new content and created a third-person squad-based shooter. As far as the co-op aspect of Helldivers 2, in the PlayStation blog post it says, you will assemble into squads of up to 4 Helldivers and be assigned strategic missions. Watch each other's back. Friendly fire is an unfortunate certainty of war, but victory without teamwork is impossible. Now the game director said, one of the exciting things about the co-op of Helldivers 2 is that it's a natural part of the game. You have to coordinate with your team to build complementary loadouts, collaborate on missions, and move together as a tactical unit to accomplish goals. So the pillars of their co-op in Helldivers 2, first of all, is friendly fire is always on. Now we don't know whether or not friendly fire is going to be adjusted based on difficulty, so standard difficulty 50%, maybe the harder difficulties 100% or whatever. And as far as crossplay, I looked up whether there's going to be crossplay with PS5 and PC via Steam, and there's no confirmation on that, so I'm assuming there's not going to be crossplay, unless of course the game is hugely successful and they add it down the road. A new unique feature they're adding to Helldivers 2, they're calling team-based weapons. In the developer's blog post it says, team weapons are another cooperative feature we're proud to add to Helldivers 2. Team weapons are too large and powerful to be used by a single individual. Team weapons allow one person to carry the gun and another player to carry the ammunition and assist in reloading. This is where real cooperation comes into play. If you want to use the biggest and baddest guns to take out a big enemy faster, you'll need to work together. Another unique feature of Helldivers 2, and full disclosure, I never played Helldivers 1, so I don't know if this is part of the original game, but they have a unique mechanic when it comes to dying and respawning. In the developer's blog post it says, death is a given in the Helldivers universe, which we think makes dying less punishing than a lot of cooperative games. If a Helldiver dies, whether by bug or by bullet, another Helldiver can be called down in their place using a reinforcement. The new reinforcement will need to pick up the discarded weapons of the previous corpse and jump right back into the action. It goes on and says, Super Earth has plenty of Helldivers to sacrifice to the cause, and every Helldiver is happy to give their life for democracy. So the unique mechanic here is that if you die, your new recruit, and it doesn't say whether or not you're going to have weapons or not. I would assume you have a sidearm and maybe a basic rifle or something, but say for example your teammate drops a nuke on the boss and you got to get your weapons back, you're going to have to kind of slink your way through and pick up your gear again, or You know, if you actually have good teammates, they'll aggro the swarm off of wherever your corpse was, and you'll be able to pick up your weapons again. It sounds like this could be an interesting mechanic, whether they flesh this out or not, or it's just an inconvenience. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Now, as far as the different missions and play style, first of all, in the blog post, it talks about loadouts. It says, rain down freedom from above. Sneak through enemy territory, so a stealth option, or grit your teeth and charge head first into the jaws of combat. How you deliver liberty is your choice. You'll have access to a wide array of explosive firepower, life-saving armor, and battle-changing stratagems. As far as stratagems go, it says stratagems are making a grand return in Helldivers 2 with more variety than ever. Stratagems are powerful tools which you can summon with short button combinations. Now, I did some research with Bing AI into some of this, asking different questions, and AI is sometimes it's great, sometimes it's not, so take some of this information with a grain of salt. But I did ask a few questions about stratagems, and it said that we can actually equip 4 of them per mission, and some of those will be on cooldown, some of those are just one-time use, and there are different types of stratagems. Defensive, like mines, turrets, etc. And as we level up in the game, of course, we're going to be able to unlock new stratagems, and with upgrade points we can choose to upgrade the effectiveness of those stratagems. As far as primary weapons, it says, for primary weapons, we want to give players just as many options. There are shotguns, rifles, exotic plasma weapons, and more to further tailor your experience. Again, I did some searching on Bing AI, and it said there's 23 different weapons in the game, and each one of those weapons can be upgraded multiple times. As far as armor goes, it says in the developer blog post, we also think it's important to look as cool as possible while dishing out democracy. We've spent a lot of time crafting bespoke armors, helmets, and billowing capes so that you can look like the elite soldier that Super Earth needs. With armors, it says, as part of your loadout, you have the option of choosing from different light, medium, and heavy armor types with unique passives and abilities. Depending on your playstyle, you can choose from armor that gives you the best possible chance on the battlefield. If you like being up close and personal, you can use heavier armor to give you greater protection. If you want to stay back and snipe, a lightweight armor can give you that hilltop quickly and avoid detection. As far as leveling up and upgrading in Helldivers 2, in the developer blog post, it talks about requisition or upgrade points. It says Super Earth recognizes your hard work with valuable requisition. Use it across different rewards that benefit you, your squad, your destroyer ship, or your overall war effort. Wield overpowered weapons. Decide how to take down each enemy surge using a multitude of offensive and defensive tools. Need to take out a horde of Terminids in one go? Call in a Hellpot and drop a 500 kilogram bomb, leaving behind only liberated bug corpses. Need to lay down a defensive perimeter? Bring in an anti-personnel mine deployer to booby-trap the battlefield. It goes on and says, as you complete missions, you can upgrade your ship and build an even more impressive arsenal. Everything from shield generators to turrets to large-scale airstrikes can be used to give your team the upper hand. Now again, I did more searching with Bing AI, and disclaimer, again, it may not be accurate. First of all, it said Helldivers 2 is going to have 50 player levels. Each level is going to unlock new gear or new ranks, new perks that you can equip, etc. So as you rank up, it's going to open up new play styles as far as new sniper weapons, heavy weapons, stratagems, etc. Another really interesting thing it said is that Helldivers 2, the planets are going to be procedurally generated. So from what it said, we're going to have different planets we have to work through, and then finally we get to a homeworld planet. If we beat that homeworld planet, we unlock a special armor set, but if we're defeated by that, then we unlock a different armor set, which is kind of funny. Finally, as far as platforms go, Helldivers 2 is coming to PS5 and PC via Steam on February 8th, 2024. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Have you played the original Helldivers? What did you think of it? What do you think about Helldivers 2? Do you think it looks good? Let us know in the comments below. for me, I'm excited about this game. I'm not sure if I'll pay full price on it. I don't have a PS5. I am looking to get a good gaming PC for my living room and be able to play PC games on that instead of having a console. So I am really interested in this game. You know, I'd be willing to pay maybe 20 bucks for it or something. The reason why is I'm not really sure how much content is here. It sounds really good that there's 50 player levels and, you know, how much variety is here. I didn't put in the main body of the video, but there's actually 2 different factions of enemies they revealed. The Terminids, which it looks like there's 7 or 8 different variants of bugs. And then the Automatons, which it looks like there's 6 or 7 different, you know, robots or tanks or whatever that you fight. How that's going to shape up, you know, I don't know. As I was doing this video and researching it, the more I read about it, the more video I watched, it reminds me a lot of Deep Rock Galactic in that with the procedurally generated aspects of the game. To me, it sounds like they could really expand out this game over time. One caveat to that is, as I was researching it, they said this game's been in development for 8 years. Whether or not that was just pre-production and they were just planning it out and everything else, or if they're like that slow as developers, I don't know. I think if this game is at least solid and good, it has potential to grow out over time because it's procedurally generated. You know, they can add more planets, just like Deep Rock Galactic. They can add in a couple, you know, new enemies, new bugs, new weapons over time here. As I said, if I can get it cheap, I'm definitely going to buy it.